Queer cats are tone setters, the same reason my main legion of chrome wetters. With long cheddar, mixed with lines written, no time slipping. When we rhyme spitting, divine mission. Since the house days, G.A. Grandma left DJ Tanner outraged. The South stays, about that Beretta clapping, lines balanced with
Head on over to Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Check out the NoMercyTV Podcast. So yeah, I wanna I'm gonna play this footage for y'all so y'all can see, him explain the story himself, and y'all can pretty much give y'all own conclusions on what y'all think happened. But come on, son. You take somebody's story and dissect it and spin your own narratives about it. And it's funny because you did this with the whole Chris Unbiased situation. So this story, right? Because Chris Unbiased, he took the time to sit down, do a video, give us his story on what happened. And you, in turn, take the information that he'd give. You didn't get no other paperwork. You didn't get any testimony or anything or any story from the victims. You just got his story. You took it and now we're twisting it into your own narratives and doing a million blogs about it. So what if somebody does the same with this story, right? Because like I say, what you're telling me, all this, it was a miracle that he was already locked up. That sound like bullshit to me. That really do sound like bullshit. That really sound like, and then you're openly saying that you gave the PO his info. Come on, son. We're going to watch this though. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch this.
Hell.
Stay calm, everyone.
Two legendary rivals. This is insane.
Told y'all the story. I told y'all one of my other stories. Well, actually, one of my baby mamas was screwing some lame. And while she was screwing some lame, she mad at me because I don't want to be with her. And I hadn't touched this woman in like seven years. 7 years.
Was it the underage one?
Don't talk to her nothing. But when she saying I ain't want to deal with her, she's still scoring by it. She's still scoring by it. I'm thinking bygones, and she done 7 years, she been messing around with all type of dudes. We don't talk. And I get an anonymous call out of nowhere from a dude asking me, do you know such and such? I'm like, yeah, what? What's going on? She trying to get me to shoot you.
First off, I don't know who calls somebody and says that. Who calls somebody and says, hey, this person wants me to do X, Y, and Z to you? There's so many things wrong with that story. First of all, if somebody has the courtesy, right? The courtesy to say, hey, this is the situation. This is what X, Y, and Z is asking me to do to you. Don't you kind of think that, okay, this person is calling you out of maybe respect or out of the fact that they probably don't really want to do it, and maybe there's some kind of resolution being looked for? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like if somebody called me and said, yo, this chick, blah, 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 wants me to do X, Y, and Z to you. Okay, so what's the situation? You want to go through with this, or are you like, what are you calling me for to tell me? That's it. That's it. Like you feel me? I'm thinking of trying to put myself in this bozo's shoes and think of how I would approach a situation like that. And when you look at something like that, it's just like,
shoot me? Yeah, she trying to get me to shoot you. Huh? Who is this? She was sucking a man off, having sex with the guy, and he was actually considering shooting me because he don't know she mad at me because I won't screw her, but he in love with her. Whatever stuff she done told this guy. And letting them know, like, you can't play with him, though. You got to shoot him right on the spot because he'll shoot you.
How you know she told him all that? Combos like this, you kind of need a little more detail. You understand? Because right now, the way this looks, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I found this because somebody just said on my comments that there was a story that you told about you telling on somebody. And I didn't want to believe it. But then when they told me the video and the timestamp to go to, I found this story pretty interesting. I really did.
He'll shoot you. He just got out of prison. Thank God. God had an anointing over my life, man.
Stay calm, everyone.
Yo, they don't stop throwing this commentary ad.
Because let me just show y'all how cold God is. While dude was actually thinking about it, wasn't dangerous about it, I have no idea. So think of how dangerous that is. She didn't show this man a picture of me and everything. I don't even know who the guy is. So it could have just happened out of nowhere. Let me just show you how cold God is. So while dude was considering doing it, tell me this not God. So while dude was considering actually trying to do it, he wanted to talk to his cousin who he real close with. This girl named Chantel, who at that time happened to be my girlfriend.
Your baby mother, new man, who she was trying to send to do something to you, is the cousin of the girl you was dating at the time. He is very good at winging these stories. You see them little pauses in between the shit that he's saying? He's good at winging these stories and getting y'all to believe this bullshit.
Baby mama and them don't even know. And she know of my baby mama, but she don't know my baby mama. She know of her because we go together and she know things about my life. Like, so while he called his cousin to confide in her to get, he get to telling the story, and she like, Malachi? There ain't too many Malachis in Milwaukee. Especially a guy that was really doing something. That could only be one person. Big Malachi. Trefo King. That was my title. No matter what you cowards say who don't know nothing, that's real.
Yeah, right, nigga.
She said Malachi. She said, what's that girl name again? Yeah, she said, that girl setting you up. She like, that's my man. That's my man. Matter of fact, tell him what you told me and called on the three-way. Called on the three-way. Let me just show you how scandalous she is, though. So when I get word of this, right, and I'm talking to the dude, like, immediately I'm heated, like, damn. And keep in mind, I got 9 years of parole to do. See, here's another reason why I can't play with these cowards, and I don't play these games with these lames, because I'm on my last strike. I let that be known many times. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let any clown, any one of these cowards, any one of these lames take me for what I'm doing, take me for my family, take me for what I'm building. Because you ain't real enough and man enough to handle your own and stand on your own. So
this is the setup, right? This is the setup for he's justifying snitching. This is what people do when they're about to say that they snitched. They do the whole, I'm not going to let nobody trick me off the streets, take me from my family, take me away from everything I'm building. Every person I've ever heard say that is usually about to say that they snitched or that they're going to snitch, ironically.
So if I ever is in danger, well, I have to take that last strike. I'm going to make it count because I know I'm gone anyway. So I ain't going to even play with it. That's a fact. And I ain't scared to go to prison because I already did 10.5 years.
if you wasn't scared to go to prison, then you would have got the situation handled the right way instead of going to your PO and snitching.
Anyway, when I get word of that, I'm like, dang, she gallus as hell, man. Really? All because I won't mess with her? Cause I didn't want to deal with none of my past when I got back out of prison. I wanted a whole new clean slate. So I didn't want to deal with nobody I used to mess with. And there wasn't no telling what they were doing all that time I was locked up. I ain't trusting them when I know I'm healthy and my body good and I don't know what y'all been doing for the past 8 years. So I end up letting my PO know what was going on. I'm like, look, I just got word, such and such. He called me into the office, like, come on down to the office. I came down to the office and told him what was going on because I wanted him to know that if something was to hit the fan, don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say you didn't have knowledge of this. And I'm just trying to go the right route. But I'm letting you know what.
I'm trying to go the right route. Yeah, by telling, by snitching.
What's been plotted on me, what's been done. You get what I'm saying? And I'm letting you know if I have to defend myself, that's what it is. So I'm talking to my PO. I had a black brother, and me and him were real cool.
Stay calm, everyone.
You real cool with the PO, huh?
This is insane.
Because we were both Lakers fans, and we was into sports and stuff, and I used to talk to him about that stuff all the time when I go on my visits.
You and your PO awfully friendly. Y'all both Lakers fans. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Da-da-da-da. Give me a high five. Snitching ass. Shut the fuck up.
So I'm telling him this. And as I'm telling him this, he like, what's your baby mama name again?
This is why you should have left me alone. This is why you should have left me alone. On the off days that I have, where I actually have time to do shit like this, oh, it's gonna get done. You feel me? So there's gonna be people who are like, oh, well now you making blogs about Battle Truth. Oh no, I'm never gonna make as many blogs about him as he made as Chris Unbiased. But when we have things like this that are actually interesting and can open up some type of discussion, because this ain't just about him. This is just about the discussion overall of just people telling. You understand? Like, under what situations can they tell and stuff like this? Y'all actually condone in a man that says he done ran the streets and he done did this, that, and the third. Y'all condoning him going to his parole officer and basically telling that somebody's going to do something to him. Y'all condoning that. When at the same time he's also saying he not afraid to go to prison and stuff like that. He just said he's not afraid to go to prison. So y'all condoning him doing this? I just want to know. Let me know in the comments if y'all do condone this.
And I gave him the baby mama I was talking about. He typed up her name. Then he was like, this her? I'm like, yep, that's her. Then he was like, what's the dude name again? I gave her the dude name, typed up the dude name, and he looking on the computer. He say, wow. I say, what? He said, he just got arrested. I say, for real? He like, yeah, they just picked him up this morning for gun charges.
No, you gave him the name and they picked him up that fast. That's what really happened. Yo, Battle Truth, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. So, like I said before, if you want to...
You know what that girl did? Because he wouldn't do what she wanted him to do, because she thought she had him sprung and she done sucked him up and had sex with him, and he talking about how much he loved her, crazy about her. When he wouldn't carry out her orders of what she wanted done to him, what she wanted done, you know what she ended up doing? She ended up turning on him. She called his PO, told his PO where his guns and stuff was, and locked that dude up.
I mean, first of all, if you're not even in contact with this woman like that no more, how do you know all this information? It's just one of the things, some of the things that when you hear a story like this, it just kind of makes you wonder. You just have additional questions, right? But You know, because we don't just buy everything that is said to us, right? So when shit like this is just like, what can we say? What can we say about this? Like, this is clear a person being scared for their life, going to their PO, giving information. Like I said, the PO looked up the baby mother, looked up the man. If your PO didn't find that the dude had been locked up already, your PO was about to send an entire statement, police report, etc., that would have said, this guy named Gerard Baker came to me and told me that this person and this person are plotting on taking his life or whatever. That's what the statement would have said. So that actually would have been something that would have been probably on record, especially if it would have been like a whole case or whatever behind it. And your name would officially be on paperwork as you going to your PO and stating that somebody was attempting to do something to you. This is the guy that y'all let do 1,000 blogs on Chris Unbiased and promote like he's keeping it real, like he got some type of morals. This is the same dude that's ready to snitch because somebody was gonna do something wrong. So you know, I just found this little story interesting. I do have a ton of questions regarding this story, but the fact that this guy is actually just gave you a story about him snitching. So we have him snitching, we have him openly admitting to being a pedophile. So why do we let people like this in the culture? Why do we let people like this in the culture? This is somebody admitting to these things. He admitted that he admitted that he was 20 something with a 15-year-old baby mother. You don't need paperwork for this. You don't need evidence. This is from his mouth himself saying that this is what he did. So why are we accepting this in matter of? It's weird. It's weird. But you know, y'all can always feel free to leave comments and things of that nature and let me know what y'all think about the whole situation. But I just think it's kind of baffling. It's actually kind of crazy that, you know, somebody like him has the nerve to even try to be calling people out on certain things when he himself is some of the worst of the worst. You a snitch and a pedophile? It's crazy. It's crazy. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. And No Mercy TV, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. You know, you should have left me alone. You should have left me out your blogs. But now that, you know, you want to continue to do this, you want to continue to throw my name out there, I'm willing to play the back and forth with you. I'll do it. Again, y'all say I don't get no views unless I use y'all name and title. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to get my views up. I'm going to get my monetization up. And I'm going to come up off of you guys' names. How about that? How about that? I need the views. I don't get enough views, so I'm going to clout chase. So here it is. Clout chase. No, clout has officially been chased. How you like them apples?